Welcome back to Broken Sword, Shadows of the Templar, the director's cut. I haven't gotten to Ireland just yet. I just continued directly from where I finished the last recording. But let's go directly now.
To go.
Okay, I'll see you later.
Wow, she's blasé about it. So let's go to Ireland. We have a big air to aeroport. Are we going to Charles de Gaulle? No, I didn't have to. Oh, there's two destinations, so let's go to Ireland. Off we go. It was a quick flight too, for that matter.
I passed the castle on the way into Loch Marne, the castle where Peagram's excavation was located.
Top of the morning, lads! We're in Ireland. And my Irish accent sucks. So ignore me being a complete and utter idiot. So, how stereotypical, we just ended up outside an Irish pub. Of course we do. Of course. Where else would we end up? Everywhere there's a place to drink in Ireland. And everybody drinks Guinness.
The plastic cover, but it didn't move.
There's a lot of stuff here that we can look around at. Nah, I can't move that either.
At the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
Well, I guess we'll do that later, but here's a delinquent.
The lad was doing his best to express his adolescent aggression. His effort was somewhat diminished by the fringe of milk on his lightly feathered upper lip.
Oh yes, he's a hard man.
Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Have hard head.
I'm George Stobart, and I'm with the good guys.
You're a head case, mister. A few sandwiches short of a picnic.
No, I'm
Cut
not.
that crap and tell me your name.
Liam McGuire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, McGuire?
I'm on the run. From me dad.
Why? Did you do something bad?
I ain't done nothing, boss.
You can tell me, kid. Is it your dad?
Oh, sir. He drinks every last penny down his evil throat. And there's me poor old mother, bedridden and dying of presumption.
Alright.
I tried to buy her medicine. Chopped firewood for Father Mahoney till me fingers bled. The old skinflint cheated me too. But I took the pennies he gave me back home. Look, Ma, says I. See what your darling son has earned with his own sweat and blood. When suddenly, me dad appears and grabs the loot. I'm off to Dublin, heavy drinking, says he. Watch out till I get back. That's why I runned away.
Something in the grin on his face told me he wasn't being strictly truthful. Compared to
No
him,
shit.
Huckleberry Finn was a candidate for Altar Boy of the Year.
Yeah, sure. Of course. He ran off with the loot.
What can you tell me about the castle, McGuire?
What do you want to know?
Well, can I get inside?
No, it's locked up.
Does anyone live there?
No. Only, what do you want to know? Oh, nothing.
You know something about the castle you're not telling me, don't you?
No,
What is it you're covering up? Is it something you're scared of?
I ain't scared of nothing.
Why does he sound a little bit more like a Liverpudlian than an Irishman? That's what I wonder about.
I'll give you one last chance to tell me about the castle.
Oh, yeah? And what if I don't?
Then I'm taking you back to school.
Oh, there's a ghost. It's called the Phantom of Loch Marne.
What a tough lad, isn't he?
You're not telling me you believe in ghosts, are you?
Mister, I seen it with me very own eyes. Last Tuesday night, I went up to see what that dig was about. I just reached the top of the wall when I hears this awful noise.
What sort of noise?
A horrible snuffling and snorting, like O'Brien's pig, only worst. It was coming from inside the castle.
Oh my.
Did
Scary
you find
stuff.
out what was making the noise in the castle?
No fear. I just sat there on the wall like Humpty Dumpty. The moon was cracked and greasy like an old dinner plate. The yard was full of shadows. I could have been hiding anything. I would have gone home, but my legs had lost their stuffing.
So you saw a pig.
Did you get to see the ghost?
Indeed I did. And a fearsome sight it is too. I sat on my arse, waited while the moon went down. Then out it comes from the shadows, all grey and tattered and hunched over like an old bent willow. Then I hears this spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
So you saw a goat then?
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
What?
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, 'cause he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Oh, you cheeky little bugger.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Of course, like in the films.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
My God, that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
Who are you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids. 10 kids if you count the wives.
I have no word for this young lad. I would like to flick him one around the ear hole.
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
Oh well, screw you. I'm going
See you
to
later,
the pub.
kid.
Okay, mister.
Something you're not allowed to do. Ha! Well, here's a plenty amount of people. And we're in Patrick's pub. Another stereotype, I guess?
The young red-haired guy was plainly nervous about something.
Well,
My
it's
name's
obvious.
George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
Well,
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did
Oh.
you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
oh, I don't know.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Really nervous fellow.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall and broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Are you sure? I think you need a beer.
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no, thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Perfect. So let's make this fellow pass
See you
out
later.
then. Of course. What's this?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Oh, I'll pick that up. I'll pick everything up.
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Let's talk to Patrick. I guess that's Patrick. Top of the morning, Patrick. Give me a pint.
Top of the morning to you. Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
Nay.
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarn and jump back on the bus.
Well, let's see now.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
And I guess he didn't pay.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Oh.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club. According to Mahoney, it develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Dial.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and warm with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Good summary there. Oh my, that was quick. George, you really went crazy with that one. Holy hell, and that was not a pint glass, that was at least... That was probably less than a half pint. Ugh. Screw
Look,
that.
I gotta be going.
Let's talk to this
The
fellow.
guy sat in the corner as if he was a permanent fixture. I'd been taught not to judge people by their appearance or their clothes or the length of their hair. Nobody ever said anything about runny noses.
Oh, let's have a word with the fellow. He seems to have a cold.
Hi there, old-timer.
What?
Bless you.
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said, it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
But, I don't know.
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's
Everybody
what the kid
says so.
outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Oh my goodness. Superstitious lot.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast. Long beak. Straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
Skunk? In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
They are serious about this ghost.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Nice one.
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Everybody seems to know a lot and still nothing at all.
What's that you're making?
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
Okay. He's crazy.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Yeah, of course they are.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Oh,
I'll see you later.
I'm not buying him a beer. No, me fellow. Oh, there's a lot of stuff to people to talk to here.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
These people.
Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pops. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
He has a point. Yeah, mostly plastic crap everywhere.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent. What a nerve. Hadn't I done more moves than the rest of them put together?
I think he meant incompetent. Oh, kind of obvious why you got fired.
Do you remember seeing Sean Fitzgerald at the dig?
Let me see now. I think me brain box needs a spot of lubrication.
Oh yeah, of course, he needs a beer to remember.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
He's
Oh, I
haunted?
don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Yeah,
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic, you know.
nice reference there.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone.
Oh, yes. Packed their spades and shovels and away they went.
Seems I missed all the excitement.
What excitement.
Let's give him a beer and see if he
Can I buy you a
remembers.
drink?
You most certainly can.
Give me a drink for my friend here.
Who? Doyle? Has he conned you into buying for him? Shame on you, Patrick.
Same again. Just a point this time, Michael.
1 point of brown coming up.
Just a pint? What the hell did you drink before that?
Do you remember Sean Fitzgerald now?
A flagon?
I can picture the scene as if it was only last week. Come to think of it, it was only last week. Fitzgerald was there all right. Him and a bunch of students. He was speaking with the boss man.
Oh, nice to know.
Bye for now.
So then, he disappeared. What the hell? Oh, there he is again.
Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm sure. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Well, Mr. O'Brien seems to be a little bit more of an intelligent man, and we can actually ask him some more questions.
Do you know Sean Fitzgerald?
Yes, I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Oh well.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good.
They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
Well, you probably drink everything, so doesn't really matter.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
Except for the people digging there.
How can I get into the castle?
But those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Well, that's not really much of a hint, is it?
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
He's
Now,
glitching out
there's a
again.
bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Interesting.
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that. But he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Ah, now we're getting somewhere.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmar. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Hopefully.
Why is Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Oh, Michael. What's
Can
his
you
name?
tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Nope.
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Well, it seems like we exhausted most of it. Let's ask about the Khan.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope, I've never seen him before.
Well, the fellow knows quite a lot of history, so let's ask about the element.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Another hint.
Goodbye for now.
Can I talk to the fellow?
He wasn't listening.
I guess so. Let's see now. We know a little bit about Sean, so let's ask him, see if we can talk to him now.
Mr. Fitzgerald? Doyle told me you definitely worked at the dig. He's seen you there. You might as well admit it.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for Pegram.
I'm not in a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he?
Package? What package? Oh my, now they're jumping ahead of stuff again.
So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Okay, well tell
Show
me
me
more.
what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
Well, let's see if we can continue
This
this.
is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
So it's not Khan?
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Okay, so it's not them. There's a different picture here, so...
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
Oh no.
No! Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
And off he goes. Oh.
Hey! I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, Maguire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out!
Nobody
Naughty
listens to
little
him.
tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy, Michael.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
Tightwads. And nobody listens to Maguire, but it's probably because he's been crying wolf too many times. Look at that.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I, and I going over to take a closer look. Next thing, Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass, but the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes.
Ah, so that's what happened.
He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Sean the Pixie. No, Seamus the Pixie. There we go. That's Seamus the Pixie. So now the killer has been here too.
Hey, Maguire.
What?
Let's show him the picture. No, we can't?
Did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you
Oh.
a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight.
Well, he did, because we could see it in the cutscene. It actually
See you
fell
later,
down the
kid.
grate.
Okay, mister.
It was
So-
a trap door in the sidewalk.
And we can't open it, but this thing is now open.
The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch.
So, can we open the switch? Can we?
I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off in my hand.
Damn. Can we open this now? No.
I tugged at the trap door, but it was locked from the inside.
Damn. Alright, so let's head back into the pub. I have a feeling this will be a little bit of an extra long episode, because, well, this one will be going up on Sunday anyway, so I guess I'll treat you guys to something a little bit extra with a longer episode. Just for fun.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
And I want to finish up this business in the Irish part 2, just to have it done for today.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's the secret of the master brewer, sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp, lowered into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven. I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my idea, is it?
And you said an electrician, didn't you?
It just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, now, isn't that marvellous? Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer.
Alright then. Very kind of you.
And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Of course I will. But before I do that, I'm just going to get an item that I need from this fellow. Come on, sneeze for me, fellow. Come on, old chap. Let go of the fire. I know it tickles in that nose. Come on. Ah, oh, come on. There we go. Take it. Take it. Yes.
As soon as the old guy looked away,
Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. I didn't steal anything.
it was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman.
Let's see what we can do here then.
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
Of course it is, so here it is.
It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer.
Uh-huh.
I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Which is slim to none, I guess. Not much of a clue here, but we need to use the wiring. Maybe if I do this.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire.
Aha!
I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man, on the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
Well, I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
There's a flashlight down there somewhere. Alright then. So we'll just go down into the basement, into the cellar. And here's dark as hell. So, well, we'll better pull the lever. I can't see a flashlight.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Because we need to go back out and go outside. And open the grates. Now we'll get some
I lifted the trap door and
light.
An overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Well, we're not going to. Oh, Mr. Khan.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Not suspicious at all. Whew, Maguire. I saved your ass
The
now.
lad was doing his best to express his effort with...
I saved your ass, you little wanker.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What? Nah,
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
nothing fun I could say to him. Would be funny if I could just poke at him and say that I saved your life, you little
Now I could
bugger.
see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily.
Nice.
Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap door.
And that's what Sean dropped. And I messed with the microphone a bit. Sorry about that.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Well, you
Did you
pocketed
find
it.
it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Get it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
I have no problem with that. So is there anything else I can do down here? Well, we have that. We have a lot of barrels of beer. Oh, I guess that's it. I have the gem.
The
That I didn't
faucet
even know.
creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water.
I didn't even know that I needed the gem. Can I use the beer mat on this thing? Wash it out a little bit. Might be needing that later on, I don't know.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Okay, I didn't even know I needed that, but it felt just right.
It was a large blue gemstone.
So, no pumps to fix, I guess that's all then. So I guess I need to get up to the castle. Perhaps? Ah, there we go. What's this then?
The farmer's craggy face was set in a mask of aesthetic appreciation. His feet were set in a pair of manure-caked boots.
Oh well, let's
Hi,
talk to
Do you
him.
speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Well, if you're a farmer and you're sitting around all day, I guess you have some time to read and think a lot.
What can you tell me about the castle?
Not much, I'm sorry to say. Most of its history is long forgotten. Ah, but if these old stones could only speak, what stories they'd tell. Stories to make your toes curl and your blood run cold. You know, this castle is said to be over 600 years old.
They do?
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
Mm-hmm.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
Well, let's
The
continue.
driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Well, it was Sean.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
So much love for your nephew, isn't it?
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I put me money on the Ferrari.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack.
Oh,
What
me.
a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
Why? I need it.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvellous. I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Sound man.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
And that means that I can hopefully climb up this thing. I mean, I need to get into the castle.
The stack of hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
Ah, come on. You can do it, George. Nah, come on. You can't be that silly. Now, I wonder... I wonder how to do that. It might be quite simple, actually. I do have quite a lot in my inventory, like a tool. Let's see what we can do with that.
I inserted the end of the lifting key in the mortarless crack and gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
There we go. It seems like we fixed it. There. And there's the goat I was talking about earlier. Sorry about that. And yes, we have a plow.
It was a rusted piece of iron. Maybe part of a plow or something.
Well, hello, Mr. Goat. Oh no, he doesn't like me. Stupid piece of... stupid goat. Well, I guess this is going to be another... another tricky puzzle. And I'm wondering what the heck to do. I guess I need to distract the goats somehow. What the heck can I do? Can I use the flashlight on it? It's not like something I can... There has to be something I can do with this. Oh, you stupid goat. Hey!
The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
Was it that simple? Really? Yeah, it was. Ah, and here we are. Nice. I thought it would be much more tricky. It would be trickier than that. What's this then?
The sack contained a fine white powder.
So, plaster of Paris.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris. I'd used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Mm-hmm. What's this then? What's that? That's some kind of slab? Oh, it's a knight.
It was a statue which had fallen from its place on the wall. 5 fingers of stone projected from the back of the carving.
Ah, can I move it? Yes, I could.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Well, I guess I better lift him up again. And now we have an imprint.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
That's a perfect one.
The 5 fingers on the back of the statue.
Yeah. I get it, George. I get it. And I guess this is...
There was a pattern of 5 holes
Yes.
arranged on the wall.
Well, that's our
They'd
key.
been drilled there deliberately.
And we have the door.
Behind the altar was a carved panel, decorated with animals, birds, and plants.
That's an altar? Okay. I'll take your word for it then. But we do have plaster of Paris, and I think I was silly enough actually to bring water with me. Let's see now, we have plaster. Let's hope it dries quickly. There we go.
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
We have that, and we have a soaked towel. Should be enough. Ooh, that's some mucky water.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. My improvised plaster cast was slowly drying out.
Can I pick it up directly, or do I need to wait for it to get done? I guess
I
it's done.
eased the solid piece of plaster from the
Oh,
sand.
yes. That was
Underneath,
quick.
it had formed a perfect copy of the statue.
Nice. That means that we can play with this thing.
I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall. Nothing happened.
Yeah, do a bowling grip on it. We have it right here, so put that in, George.
The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
And we open it. Marvelous, isn't it? Let's see where this will lead us. Onwards! And we have a flashlight too, so en passant. Okay, he went back quickly. Oh, we went back to Nico. Alright, alright. I thought he flew back. Well, there we go. That will be the end of this recording. So this will be an extra long this has been an extra long episode, and I hope whoever you are who watched it that you enjoyed it. Next time we'll continue playing with Nico. But for now I'll leave you with this, and I wish you all a great time, and thank you for watching. I'll see you guys later.